The Lives of the Saints by Father Alban Butler, June 12th, St. Odulph of Utrecht. Among the missionaries who helped St. Frederick in the evangelization of Friesland, the one who achieved the greatest triumphs was undoubtedly St. Odulph. To this day, there are still churches dedicated to him in Belgium and Holland. Odulph was born in Oorschot in the northern region of Brabant. Once ordained priest, he took charge of the parish in his hometown, but soon after he was transferred to Utrecht, where he attracted the attention of St. Frederick, the bishop of the diocese. His eloquence as a preacher and his wide culture induced Frederick to send him to Friesland, whose inhabitants were only partially converted. St. Odulph spent many years in those lands and worked with very good fruits. According to the old chronicles, he converted his audiences by means of repeated instructions, preaching, talks, and admonitions that led people on the path of truth until those same men who could have been compared to ferocious wolves were transformed by virtue of the doctrine of good into meek lambs. Although he went through all the regions of Zeelandia, his center of operations was established in Staveren. There he had a church and founded a monastery. In spite of repeated invitations to return home, he persevered in his missionary work until a very advanced age. Only then did he return to Utrecht, where he died around the year 855. His body disappeared from the grave, perhaps stolen during a raid by the Norsemen and taken to England, where it was reburied in Evesham Abbey in the year 1034. In the early 13th century, a very unpleasant story appeared in an English manuscript included in the Evesham Chronicles. It is related there that St. Odulph was in the act of celebrating Mass on Easter Day when an angel ordered him to hasten to take a ship that would take him to the place where his friend St. Frederick was about to celebrate Mass, although he had committed a terrible sin. The ship sailed to Utrecht with incredible speed, since Odulpho had time to warn his friend, to hear his confession, and to celebrate the holy sacrifice in his place. Immediately afterwards, St. Frederick disappeared to give himself to the most rigorous penance for 10 years, and during that time, Odulph occupied the position of Bishop of Utrecht. At the end of the 10 years, Frederick, transformed into a model of all virtues, resumed his episcopal duties and, after all, died amidst general veneration for the miracles he had performed.